Hi. Hello. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Live Every Day. You are on Backchannel.tv if you're chatting with me today. If you're not, you're listening on your T-Rexa device. Maybe you are listening on your Echo Dot, or possibly somebody really loved you a lot for Christmas and got you an Echo Show. So if that's true, good morning. Hello. All my YouTube people, how are you doing? Twitter. And hopefully, we are going live on Facebook right now. I think we're doing it. I don't know. But good morning, Caroline. Good morning, Caroline. Good morning, Doug. And good morning, Im. Hi. I love it. So, you guys, I want to say hi and I want to say a lot happened since yesterday. I was just on the show yesterday for 2 hours and so much happened, and we're getting closer and closer to January, and I feel like we're all holding our breath. We're trying to get through December, and we're like, just no more, just no more. We just got to get to January, and then it's all going to be okay. So, you guys, today is Wednesday, December 29th. It's already December 29th. It's crazy. I hope you're all doing really well. So, Caroline and Doug and Anna, let me know what you are drinking this morning. What's happening? I feel like I'm going to turn into Mr. Rogers. You know how Mr. Rogers always started a show, and he would put on his, what is this? I'm trying to do a sweater, a cardigan. I've got my coffee. I've got to say, every show is brought to you by this beautiful mug that Anna got me. Anna's my producer. Good morning, Anna. And packets of single serve coffee from Zelly Beans. I sure hope Joseph is watching this show because I am definitely promoting this situation. This is what we're going to do. We're going to open this up. Isn't this great? It's just like tea. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put this in my cup, and this is how we're going to live every day. Today is Wednesday, and on the show on Wednesday, what is great is we have What the What. This is when, this is really heavy. This is when we talk about all the stuff that makes us go, what the actual what? You know what I mean? Like, we're just like, what are you talking about? That's insane. And even though this wasn't the first thing written, I want to talk about it first. And I kind of warned Anna. I need that closer. I kind of warned Anna. I got to say, I got to take a moment and talk about John Madden. You guys, what the what? I don't know why I'm so affected by John Madden passing away yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard, but John Madden passed away. Let's see who's over here and see who can say hi. Oh, good morning, Lindsay in Omaha. You'll only be on for a short time. That's okay, friend. I am so glad you're here. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning, Nathan. He says good morning, beautiful to me every day. That's my husband. Good morning, Mindy. Oh, it's so good to see you on here, friend. Hi. Morning, Peter. He's saying good morning to Liv and to Anna. Hi, friend. Oh, you guys, this is so fun. And good morning, April. Hi. So I just kind of wanted to start off with a little bit of a tribute to John Madden. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but it's so funny. It's not like I'm this massive sports person. I'm not. But I grew up playing Madden football. Like, I grew up playing all the video games. Is that like so dumb that I'm just like, like kind of sad about it? I don't know. I'm struggling with it. And I wanted to check in with everybody and see, are you affected by John Madden's death? Like me, were you a video nerd kid that like played games and you always played John Madden football? I gotta say, here's where it really, really hit me is that my husband and I met in high school. We met when we were 15 years old. And what we would do is he was a big time football player. My husband got best offensive lineman, and he captain of the football team senior year, all the things. All right, fine. So we start dating, I guess. Well, we were best friends for a long time. Okay. And one of the things is he would say, I could beat the tar out of you playing John Madden football. And I was like, whatever. I've got 3 brothers. I play Super Mario all day. Everybody remember like, we're talking about Nintendo, y'all. We're talking about Nintendo is what we're talking about. And I was like, no, that's not, that's not a thing. I was like, I can annihilate you. And I did. I absolutely took his face and drug it through the dirt. I crushed my husband in high school when we played, like John Madden football. I just saw a tremendous wasp just fly by. Everybody just make sure I'm here and that I stay alive. If this is how this year ends, you guys, you got to be kidding. Peter just said, honestly, I didn't know he was still alive. I always thought of him more as a legend. That's fair. Listen, I got to be honest. That's kind of like Mandela passed away this week, and I didn't know that he wasn't already, gone. Nelson Mandela. I didn't realize that. So he was that for me. I kind of was like, wait a second. I thought, what are we talking about? April says hello to everyone. Hello, April. It's so good to have you here. I want to know what everybody's drinking this morning. I'm making my instant coffee again. So yeah, I don't know. It just kind of shook me a little bit, and I wasn't really going to talk about it today, but I just felt like I had to. I don't know. It just really kind of bothered me. Nathan said, I think Madden is a lot more than a game. He's a great all-around human and a huge force. The NFL dealt with a major fear of flying. I didn't know that. I did not know that, Nathan. Yeah, obviously he is not because of his game on Nintendo. Obviously, Madden football is not the only reason why this man made such an impact in this country and on so many people. Good morning, Samuel. Hello and welcome. I'm trying to see if my Facebook chat is working. Can anybody chat to me on Facebook? Oh, that just came up. So does this mean I can see Facebook on here too? Is this live or is that my other live? I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's LH Media. Oh, okay. I'm trying to go live, you guys, on my actual public page. So we'll see if that works. So far it's not. So that's just the way that life goes. But I just want to say hello, Mr. Madden. I hope that you are in a really good and beautiful place. And thank you for being a good person. Thank you, Nelson Mandela, for being such a good, beautiful person. We've lost some really great people at the very end of this year, and that's hard. That's a little difficult to, I don't know. It's just kind of hard. It's a little weird when, even if you didn't know these people were still alive, it's still a lot to kind of accept and take on. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. Missing Mr. John Madden. There's a great picture of him that Anna found of him. How old was he? He wasn't that old. But okay, Anna says, yeah, he died. There's the bug. Okay, it's right there. The bug's right there, and it's not a wasp. Okay. It's fine. You guys, it's like, listen, it's like, what are they called in the Hunger Games? What do they send those things? They're called something. I want to call them Cracker Jacks. That's not what they're called. What are we saying? Anna's like, Tracker Jackers. Okay. That's exactly what just happened. And I might be a little bit like Elfie or Effie or whatever her name is. April says, I'm drinking coffee too, and Nelson Mandela is dead a long time ago. Wait, didn't Nelson Mandela just die? Wait. Didn't Nelson Mandela just die? I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Give the bug COVID. That'll show him. I know, right? Yeah, he was 85 years old. Nelson Mandela was 85. Okay, I got to know. Do I need to get the wasp? No, but I need to know if Nelson Mandela died this week. That's what I need to know. Forget the wasp. I need to know if I'm telling the right information. Somebody tell me the truth. I got to know what's going on. Desmond Tutu. Oh, Mandela died in 2013, 2014. So there you go. Mandela did die. Golly. Here's the thing, April. I have COVID. So, that's what's going on. Desmond Tutu died. Thank you. I knew it was another incredible, beautiful man who the world needed. I'm sorry. It's been a week for some of us, but yeah. Thank you, April. April, you are now a producer on the show. But yeah, Desmond Tutu died. So it's just, I don't know. It's always kind of hard at the beginning of not that people don't die all the time. It happens constantly. You know what I mean? But something about at the end of the year, I think you feel like, oh, we're going to get out of this thing. We're going to make it. And then you start getting all this stuff and you get these people that aren't going into 2022 with you. And it's just kind of strange. So April's having coffee and I don't know whatever. Mindy's having coffee and I'm about to have coffee. Obviously I need it, you guys. Yesterday was not my best day being sick. So yeah, Mandela was December 5th. Got it. Harry Reid died yesterday. Jeez. It's like, I need this. It's just hard. I don't know why. So yeah, I kind of felt a little bit of, again, I know that, he's a brilliant coach. Madden was a lot of things. I didn't know he had a fear of flying. I had a fear of flying for 15 years. I couldn't get on an airplane. So I understand that. But it's just a little bit like my childhood a little bit. I know that's so dumb. And everybody else is like, so he was like a real coach, Liv. Like he did like real things with NFL. Sorry. But yeah, just having a little bit of a hard time. He was a big deal for Nathan and I. And I absolutely crushed my husband in John Madden football. That's really what I wanted to say today. That's really what I wanted to say. Doug says, I don't know what you're saying to your Alexa device, but are you drinking with me? Are you having coffee with me, Doug? Cheers to everybody. Death is tough. You're right, Peter. You're not wrong. Caroline, Doug, Samuel, April, Anna, Peter, Mindy, Nathan. You guys, we got quite a little group this morning. I'm loving it. So here's how this thing goes. You guys are watching Backchannel, as most of you should already know. This is new. This technology is different. This is the only place where you can watch and listen and interact with your host live every day in real time. That is really exciting. So that's what's happening. And I want to hear from you. Doug is not drinking coffee. He's drinking juice. See, I can see that. And here's why. If you're on your Echo Show device, you can say to your device, you say open Backchannel, which obviously we've already done that. The magic word is then say. You say Echo, say, tell Liv I'm drinking juice. And it will write that for you, which is kind of crazy. Now, if you're not on an Echo Show, I need you to go to backchannel.tv, backchannel.tv. And here's what's crazy, you guys. There's two buttons. One is to chat, and the other is to leave a review. I need you to leave a review, please. That would be fantastic. Of course, I would love 5 stars and for you to mention Liv Every Day. That would be lovely. But it would be great if you could go and leave a review because we're really trying to build up this platform. Jacques, good morning. I love your name and you're in Ohio. Hi, Jacques. So yes. Nathan says, this is great. Oh, and Scott, hello in Michigan. Good morning, Scott. Nathan says that Madden was a Hall of Fame coach, amazing broadcaster, and that he let me win all the John Madden games that we played in high school. Nathan is my husband for people who want to know. And he says, no, he's really embarrassed that I beat him all the time. So anyway, yeah, that's true. I beat him constantly. So you guys, today is What the What Wednesday. All right. I know you're going to go on Backchannel. I know that you're on your YouTube, you're on Twitter, you're talking to me. No, Peter says 1-star review. Liv doesn't know where Ohio is. I do now, Peter. I can be taught. You could say that. You could say, I was going to give her a 1-star, but now I give her 5 because not only does she now know where Ohio is, but she came to visit. Peter, have you come to visit me? Okay. So Anna sent you popcorn. That deserves 5 stars. Y'all, I really need your reviews. I'm being really ridiculous about it. And there's a reason, and I need your reviews. Yeah, that's how I keep my job. So it's fine. All right. So What the What Wednesday, you guys, is today. We're going to celebrate every single day on this show. And today is really interesting. They have a national calendar. We don't know who they are, but they have it. And today is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Are you ready for this? Does anybody want to guess what today is? Because it's nuts. All right, nuts is a little strong, but it's a little out there. It's a little strange. It's National Pepper Pot Day. Wait, I didn't finish it. National Pepper Pot Soup Day. What? Like what is that? April had oatmeal. April's having oatmeal. She's not having National Pepper Pot Day. I'm going to read this to everybody. You know what? I'm going to bring this to everybody's knowledge base because this is just weird. I reviewed 2 weeks ago as my wife. Oh, thanks, Peter. Review again now as yourself. I'm just kidding. Everyone's like, please stop. You're making us not want to review your show. Nathan said I'm being breezy about it, but seriously, go review it. No, I really do need your help. All right, I'm going to read this, everybody. This is crazy. National Pepper Pot Soup Day is a holiday that's observed annually. Annually. That means every year somebody knows to do this on December 29th, which is today, okay? And honors a soup that's been around for hundreds of years. What? Hundreds of years, the soup. Pepper pot soup has been dubbed, are you all listening to this? The most famous soup that you've probably never heard about. I gotta pause. I feel like you can just write that. Like you can just write, this is the most famous soup that you've never heard of. And it's like, who's gonna argue with that? Like, who's gonna sit around and say, no, actually, I've collected data for years and years and years on what the most famous soup is that people like rave about. Nobody has that. That is not something we have collected. There is no file cabinet that has the answer. That is crazy. I can't. Mindy says, I am an anonymous review at Peter Richards. I think this means we get to review again. Yes, go review again. Was that you that reviewed on December 23rd, the anonymous one, Mindy? Because it was really, really nice if it was you. Whoever that was, I'm buying you a pony. Peter says it sounds like clickbait. I got to tell you, this sounds so strange. I love soup. I mean, I love soup. Like it might not be healthy how much I love it. Mindy Howard, what? I'm going to have to send you a pony. You're the cutest, sweetest human ever. Thank you, friend. You are so kind. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are really amazing. I feel like Sally Field. Okay, so here's the thing. I've never heard of this soup, and I love soup. I feel like I have so many emotions. I can't even get through reading this yet, and I will. I will get through reading this. Anna's like, please move on, but I can't, Anna. Let me tell you why I love soup. Here's the thing. It's so comforting and it's filled with so many things that make your insides feel warm. It's a warm situation. It's comforting. It takes time. It's intentional. Like you can't just throw soup around. You got to chop it up. You got to like let it, like simmer and get together and marinate and there's so many reasons to like soup. So many reasons to like soup. And Anna's writing me all sorts of things. Okay, so pepper pot is a thick stew of beef tripe. What the heck is beef tripe? Vegetables, pepper, like as in black pepper, as in like pepper, I don't know, and other seasonings. Okay, the soup was first made in West Africa and the Caribbean before being brought to North America through slave trade and made into a distinctively Philadelphian dish. This is a Philadelphian dish by colonial Black women in the 19th century. Okay, that's cool. And here's what I need to know. Is this a part of, I want to know, is this part of the Black culture? Is this part of Philadelphia? Is this part of Africa? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Had no idea. No clue. Julene, good morning, Julene. Hi, friend. Is it beef tripe stomach? Sure. That sounds like stomach to me. I say yes. Peter, yes. Okay, so it's the most famous soup you've probably never heard of. And I love that it has a rich history. I mean, that's super cool. It's also a dish that's steeped in legend and has more origin stories than just about any other type of soup. This is crazy. But now you guys know, like, look at how absolutely educated we are about this. Found a recipe called Classic Philadelphia Pepper Pot Soup. Anna, post it. Let's see this thing. All right. So everybody who's listening, I got Nathan, Caroline, Jacques, Doug, Samuel, April, Lindsay, if she's still here, because I know she was going to not be here very long. Mindy, Peter, Julene. You guys, have you heard of this soup? I need to know. Have you heard of pepper pot soup? Y for yes. In for no. You can write yay, you can write nay. Ives, good morning. Welcome. I love that everybody's coming on from Michigan. Julene loves soup too. Best meal ever. It is. Mindy has not heard of it. Julene has not heard of it. Guys, how is this famous soup? That looks delicious. I mean, that does look like stew. It looks like beef stew, right? That looks like beef stew. Peter has not heard of this. This is Philadelphia. I wish we had somebody from Philadelphia on. What is tripe? Is it stomach parts? Nathan says, I will stick with chicken tortilla. All right. In 1811. Oh, you want me to read all this? All right. Some say the dish came along during the American Revolutionary War when the cook for the Continental Army stationed near Valley Forge had problems getting food from local sources. So he threw rations and meat scraps into a pot and heavily spiced it. This great desperate effort yielded what is now known as the delicious pepper pot. As interesting as the Revolutionary War story sounds, it's more likely that the Caribbean dish was brought to Philadelphia, which, can we just say that's so crazy? I mean, the Caribbean is super far from Philadelphia. There's a lot of other places before Philadelphia. From enslaved people and freedmen who brought a taste of their spicy broth from their island home to the U.S. In 1811, artist John Lewis Krimmel depicted a pepper pot street vendor in Philadelphia with his painting, quote, Pepper Pot, a scene in the Philadelphia market. What? The painting shows a barefoot Black woman serving soup from a pot to white customers. Why are we not talking about this, especially in 2021? You guys, this is really beautiful. Yes, Nathan, my husband has someone that works for him that lives in Philadelphia. Yes, please ask Mike. And Nathan hasn't heard of it either. And yes, tripe is stomach lining. Ew. I can't get over this. This is a total what the what. I think this is absolutely fascinating. And now I want soup. Who else does? I mean, don't we all want beef stew tonight? This sounds fantastic. It sounds really spicy. That's the thing. And the Caribbean has a great spice, so I can understand that. But I just want to say we got a lot of race relations going on. You know, we need some race unity in this country. I actually work with a great organization that does that. They're named Threaded. And I'm very proud to be a part of this organization. And they do healing between different races. And it's very loving. It's not like you said this or you did this or you don't understand. It's really beautiful. This organization is fantastic. A friend of mine from high school, a Black man, Marcus Lloyd, started Threaded, and it's in Dallas. And we are now part of their whole, I actually just interviewed him not that long ago. It was a fantastic interview because Marcus is fabulous. And I think this should be part of it. I think this is a really great way that we could come together. That's what's so cool about food. That's what's so beautiful. There's so much culture and there's so much intention. And I just hit my microphone. And there's so much thought and love. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we could sit down, have a pot of pepper pot stew, and call it a day. Anyway, that's what I want to do, everybody. So happy National Pepper Pot Soup Day. It's an annual thing. If you want to, maybe do something that is really beautiful for your country, figure it out, be kind, all the things. Anna said that she thinks she has eaten this before. I hope you have, Anna. I hope you have. So you guys, here we are in Live Every Day. We're celebrating every day. We're doing all the things. We're trying to get you pumped and ready for January. As I said, I'm going to start. Did I lose my board? Oh, no. I'm going to start doing a vision board every Monday with you guys starting next Monday. So I'm going to show this every day. Those of you that come every day, I know you're tired of this, but it's okay. We're all in this together. This is my vision board from 2021. I never done one before in my entire life. Never. And I did one. And what was so crazy was by the end of the month of January, almost all of it had come true. I got a late night show, which I still have my late night show, started airing in New York City on the radio. Got to fly a ton, went to Hawaii. That didn't happen in January, but like a lot of stuff happened. So I really want to encourage everybody. I want you to have supplies and ready to go for Monday. Okay, you guys? So we all have homework. This should be fun. Look, did you see? I got a piece of cardboard and I got magazines and a marker. Like, I drew half of it because I didn't have anything. So I want everybody to join me on Monday. We're going to do a 15-minute segment every Monday of January. So by the time January's over, you've done an hour of dream work, of goal work, of thought. And here's something really interesting. And I need to send this video to Anna. I posted on my Instagram today. It's this incredible man who's sitting there talking about everybody has dreams, everybody has goals, but do you have a plan? It's a really profound, like 2 minutes. I don't even know if it's 2 minutes. It's probably 40 seconds of like, I don't know. Do I have a plan? Like, I do have dreams, I do have goals, but do I have a plan? So I think that that's something that we'll focus on Mondays. And I just want to give everybody a heads up. Since everybody's here, I feel like we're having a meeting. All right. So you guys, let's play a kind of a news game. Okay. This is called Ew and Aw. All right. There's 2 big news stories going around right now, which are very what the what Wednesday. What the what of ew, and aw, like it just kind of makes you have this moment. The one that is the ew is, did you hear about Kanye West buying a house across the street from Kim Kardashian? Did you hear about this? So they are getting a divorce. Kim is now dating Pete Davidson. We've talked about this. This is very what the what. Pete Davidson has dated lots of ladies, and he must be something very special. But Kanye can't let go. Kanye wants to still be with Kim. And so here's the ooh thing, or eek, ooh, eek, whatever noise you want to make. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are going to be neighbors. The former couple might be getting a divorce, but Kanye reportedly purchased the house across the street from his ex for well over the asking price. You guys, this is not okay. According to the Daily Mail and Dirt, I didn't know that was a magazine. I've heard of the Daily Mail. Kanye shelled out $4.5 million on a relatively modest estate. Okay. Right across the street from Kim Kardashian. The property now belongs to Kim, who spent $23 million buying out Kanye's half back in October. That is not okay. Now, here's the good news. Here's the good story. Dwayne Johnson bought his mom a new car. And that's an aw. Like, that's aw. Way to go, Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bought his mom a car. Like, I think that's really cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good story. That's kind. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. This is on Good Morning America. Dwayne Johnson surprised his mother with a car for Christmas. The actor took to social media to share the footage of the big reveal and wrote the caption, "This one felt good." I think that's really nice. Like, that's nice. That's good to hear. I love that. We can celebrate that. Mindy says, this story gave me pause. I've heard about co-parents who live close to each other for maximum kid time flexibility, but this seems a little stalkerish. I'm talking about the Kanye thing. Yeah. Peter says maybe he moved across the street to be near the kids. I don't know these people, but you know who they are, right, Peter? You know who Kim Kardashian and Kanye are, right? Like, yes, we know this. We know who this is. This is what's interesting. Is like, it is, both of those are what the what. Like, that's what I love about this whole statement is like, when you read about Kanye, you could be like, what the what? Like, he bought, but it doesn't sound like Kim wanted him to buy the house. That's where you take the pause of, this is not that great of a situation. When you hear the story about Dwayne Johnson buying something for his mother, you're like, well, that's very kind. Like, that's, like, what the what? Like, oh, that's nice. Way to go, Dwayne. So we had to balance out the universe with these 2 stories. But yeah, Peter has just heard of their names. That's hilarious. Stacy, hi. Good morning, friend. Can't wait to hear what you're having for breakfast. So there you go. That's your news, which is kind of crazy. But let's play a game. Can we do that? Can we actually play a real game? That would be nice. Okay. Peter, mainly from middle schoolers last year. Were you a teacher, Peter? Is that, I don't know what you did last year. All right, we got Nathan, Stacy, Jacques, Ives, Doug, and Samuel. I love all the men. Hello, men. This is great. I love it. We've got Mindy, possibly Lindsay. I haven't heard from her again, so she might have already left for the day. Peter, Anna, who else is here? I feel like I'm missing somebody. If I'm missing you, please remind me. Oh, Julene. I just thought of it. Julene. Okay. It's not really like the song. Okay. Peter, yep, top middle school religion. Oh, I didn't know that. I was a teacher. We didn't even talk about it. Okay. Game, will it work? Oh, this isn't like a game. Oh, but we can kind of have a competition. Here's the competition. Are we ready? Are we ready, teams? Is everybody ready for this situation? Okay. Oh, sorry, Anna. Anna has a real game. Okay, Anna has a real game. But I can talk about this while you get the real game, Anna. Okay, so whenever you have the real game, we'll go. All right, guys. Oh, Lindsay's leaving. Oh, bye. Oh, that's so sweet. Lindsay, have a great day. Thank you for being here. Stacy's having Fruity Pebbles. I love it. Okay, we're going to do the real game and then I'll get to the hat later. I need everybody's help on this. Guess the word. Now, yesterday we had a big conversation about emotions, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more today, but about emotional intelligence, EQ. We were talking about the Disney Corporation and how Michael Eisner was, even though we all grew up with him and thought he was a great guy, not so much a great guy. And the CEO that left Disney, I can't think of his last name, but that's because I don't feel good, which is fine. Whatever his name is. We did a really great article read of him yesterday and how he walked away from Disney because he knew he wasn't right for it anymore. So we're going to go into guess the word, emotions people feel but can't explain, part 1. So this is just for fun, everybody. Okay, we have a bank. All right. Oh my gosh. Anna, what? Oh my gosh. We're going to see these words again. We're going to see these words more than once. I don't know how to say these words. I was going to write this down. Holy smokes. Sonder, opia, monocanopus, nutriment, belcor, rubatosis, canopsia. That was all wrong. Did you get this from the post I posted on Facebook, by the way? Part of the game is me pronouncing everything. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Okay, you guys, I need your help. I don't know these words. Anna is going to have to put up this slide more than once. Do you want me to write these down? Or you're going to, okay. An ambiguous intensity of looking someone in the eye. Oh, I know the answer to this one, which can feel simultaneously invasive and vulnerable. It's across the top on each slide. Oh, the words are at the top. Oh, Anna, you're so smart. Okay, I always have to scroll up so I can read you. Okay, so guys, the words are on the top of your screen for those of you that have the screen. If not, hello, Alan, good morning. Welcome. I will read them again, which I'm going to say them completely wrong. Sonder, opia, monocanopsis, and ouchment, velicor, rubatosis, canopsia. The ambiguous intensity of looking someone in the eye, which can feel someone simultaneously invasive and vulnerable. I actually read an article that if you stare at someone in the eyes for 3 minutes, you can have like this connection that is like kind of crazier. Mindy, I think it's opia. I had to do this once in a yoga teacher training. I'm with you. I think it's opia also. OPIA, however you say that. Peter says Sonder. Nathan, Stacy, Jacques, Doug, Samuel. Any guesses? Alan, on your side, any guesses on what this crazy, these are actual words. These are actual words and actual emotion. Yes, it was for 90 seconds. I'm telling you, you're supposed to have this like crazy connection. There was a thing floating around last year on the internet. It was like 32 questions to stay bonded to someone forever. And it ended with you staring at each other in the eyes for 3 minutes. Yep, it's opia. OPIA. Wow. So you can feel it can feel invasive and vulnerable. There you go, guys. I guess if you're trying to keep somebody, that's what you should do. All right, here's the next one. The strange wistfulness of used bookshops. There's an actual word for this. Anna, you are crushing this game, by the way. Look, you guys, if you can see the screen, she has the words at the top of the screen and she's marking out what we already used. So you're your choices are Sonder, Monoconopsis, Enowment. I wish I knew how to say these. Velicor, Rubatosis, Canopsia. Don't know if these are right. The strange wistfulness of a used bookstore. There's a bookstore here where I live called Copperfield Bookstore, and I love it. And I wonder if this is why. Mindy is guessing Velicor. That's very like romantic, isn't it? Like, oh, I'm feeling Velicor today. I'm gonna go have tea in my favorite bookshop. I'm gonna go with an Enowment. Endowment. I don't know. This is crazy. Velicor. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mindy, you got it. Friend, you are incredible. That is awesome. That is fantastic. You guys, that is great. She's excited. That's awesome. I love that we're learning that. Oh no. Well, there we go. I love that we're learning new words. All right, here we go. Just a lucky guess. Yeah, but you guessed really well. All right, we're down to, okay, let's read this. The eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that is usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned and quiet. I was in Times Square this summer. And oh, I'm so excited about this. I did not know there was a word for this. And I was in the Marriott Marquis, which I think this hotel can hold 5,000 people. I'm pretty sure 5,000 people in the heart of Manhattan. Only 50 people were in the hotel at the time. 50 people. It was absolutely eerie. Okay, here we go again. The eerie, forlorn, why can I not say that word? The eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that is usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned and quiet. Did you know there's an actual word for this? Sonder, Monocopolis, Endowment, Rubatosis, Canopsia. I'm going to go with Sonder. Nathan says he's driving, so he can't see and can't respond unless stopped. No problem. Stacy says skill. Mindy said I shouldn't guess. I feel bad for knowing. No. If you know, you know. Mindy, she knows this one. Your pronunciation is improving. I feel like it is. I feel like my pronunciation is improving, Mindy. She knows this one because the pandemic taught us this. Okay, Mindy, what's the answer, friend? I have no clue whatsoever. Those of you who can't see, but you can type, go to backchannel.tv and you can, oh, it's Canopsia. Canopsia? Am I saying that correctly? Canopsia. Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, Stacy, forlorn. Yeah, forlorn. I need to practice it. You're right, guys. You're right. All right, Mindy, let's see if you're right. Is that what it is? I guess Sonder. I want everything to be Sonder. Canopsia. Is it Canopsia? I feel like I'm saying it. Canopsia. The eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that's usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned and quiet. Canopsia. That is what I felt in New York City in June. I didn't feel it this time. It was packed with people, like crazy packed. I was just there a few weeks ago. So yeah. Okay, next one. This is great. Mindy, you knew that. How did you know that though? All right, here we go. The realization that each passerby has a life as vivid and complex as your own. I think about that all the time. You know when I really think about that? Is when I'm driving. You know what I mean? Like you look around to the other cars around you and you think, these people have complete lives. Like that's a real person over there. That person is driving somewhere and they have like parents and they have like a love life and they have like a job and they have somewhere that they're going. Like on road trips, I really get into it. Of course, there's a word. Oh my gosh. The realization that each passerby has a life as vivid and complex as your own. Man, that's deep. Is that Sonder, Monoconopsis, Endowment? rubatus, or shoot. I feel like I was doing that one really well. Rubatosis. I don't know how I'm saying these words. This is hard. I'm going to go with monoconopsis because I feel like here's my reasoning why. Although I'm with you, Mindy, it does sound French. Like that does sound like a very French concept, which annulment could be. Annulment. Sonder. Or sunder. Good morning. Wow. Sonder. I don't know. We need somebody who can pronounce these for us. Interesting. That's which is kind of like ponder. Maybe that's why. All right. The unsettling awareness of your own heartbeat. I feel like that's rubatosis. That's what I feel. The unsettling awareness of your own heartbeat. Anybody? Anybody? I don't know. When do you feel that though? I'm sitting here thinking like, when do I ever notice my own heartbeat? Now I'm going to notice it. Yeah, I need to too. I need to hear how to say these words. All right, I don't know. My guess is rubatosis. Well, that sounds like rubitocin. Rubitocin. Now I can't talk at all. Oh, okay. Monochinopsis. Rubitosis. I feel like I knew that. How do you say rubitussin? I can't say this. I can't talk now. This is hilarious. I'm going to have to go inside and watch The Simpsons or like something totally basic to get back to reality, everybody. Oh my gosh. All right. We're down to 2 words. 2 words. Paisley, you're back, friend, in Tennessee. Hi. Good morning. Okay. I'm ready. The bittersweetness of having arrived in the future, seeing how things turn out, but not being able to tell your past self. Why does that word exist? Wait a second. Why did someone sit down and say, I'm going to write up this word? This is the word I'm going to write up. The bittersweetness of having arrived in the future, seeing how things turn out, but not being able to tell your past self. Exactly. Mindy's like, what the what? This is what the what? This is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Ew. Monochinopsis or annulment? I'm going to go with monochinopsis because mana means like one, singular, right? So maybe you can't talk to yourself. Monochinopsis. Okay, that's what Mindy says too. You guys, this is so hard. That's annulment? Wow. Now I need to know the history of that word, Anna. Why in the world do we have that word? That is crazy. Okay. Last one. Uh-huh. What's the last definition? Well, we're down to monochinopsis. Maybe we'll never know. And it's having technical difficulties. That's crazy. I gotta say, oh no. It's okay. Anyway, don't worry about it. You guys, here's the thing. Anna found the house that Kanye bought across the street from Kim Kardashian. Do you find that creepy? That's what I want to know, everybody. Those of you that are listening, Stacey, Doug Paisley, Nathan, Mindy, Peter, Julene, do you find it creepy that Kanye West bought the house across the street from Kim Kardashian without her wanting him to do that? Is that creepy? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you find it okay? Do you find it disturbing? Channel, hello. Good morning. What do you think? I need to know what everybody's thinking. That's the house across the street. Okay, Doug finds it creepy. Hi, Doug. Oh, it's so great to hear from you. Mindy finds it creepy. It looks like a very basic house. Like it looks like a very basic house. And I was wondering why it was only 4.5 million. I know that sounds snobby of me, but I'm serious. Yeah, that looks like a total like I feel like we all live in that house. You know what I mean? Like we could all afford that house. We can't afford the 4.5. No, I can't afford the 4.5. But it looks like a total normal person house. It does not look like Kanye West house. Mindy said he's going to tear that up. It has stables? Why? Why would it have stables? How much land is on this thing? Anyway, so there you go. There's Kanye's creepy house. Who knew? You guys, we are coming up on the hour, which is crazy. It's flown by. I want to go into some news. I want to read an article. I don't know if you heard about this, but a dinosaur embryo has been found inside of an egg. Today is What the What. This is when we get all the stories. Anna and I send each other stories like all the time. We have an email just for stories, like for articles to send to each other. Hello, Samuel. Good morning. Welcome. And this is one that we sent. We were like, what? They found an embryo, in a fossilized egg of a dinosaur. And here's what that means, okay? That's crazy. Let's talk about why that's crazy. We all grew up. I don't care how old you are. I know I'm 75 years older than everybody here, but we all grew up with Jurassic Park, all of us. And we all know that made a lot of sense. That made a lot of sense. That film made a lot of sense. They were like, oh, look, we found like DNA and we brought back dinosaurs. And we're like, oh my gosh, they could do that. They could absolutely do that. Now we've actually found a dinosaur embryo that was found inside a fossilized egg. And I think everybody's kind of holding their breath going, because here's the thing, 2020, yeah, we had, the movie Contagion come to life. We had, we had like the major, we're living in every dystopian novel we've ever read and all this kind of stuff. And now we're going to live in Jurassic Park. And I think at this point, we're like, that makes sense. That makes sense that for 2022, we're going to have dinosaurs on the planet. Here's what I want to ask before I read the article to everybody who's listening. Jacques, Channel I, My Dillberry. Hello, My Dillberry. Good morning. I was just getting to you to say hello. Good morning. I'm guessing your name isn't My Dillberry, but maybe it is. Is that your name? I love the name Barry. That's cute. Stacy, Doug, Samuel. Stacy did not grow up with Jurassic Park, but I mean in the concept of that what Jurassic Park is. Like, the film franchise. You know what I mean? Hell no. Nathan, Anna, we're all here. Peter, I've got to talk about this. Before we get into this, before I read this article to everybody, Jacques didn't grow up with it either, but okay. But Jacques and Stacy, you know what Jurassic Park is, correct? If I say Jurassic Park, like, what that is, the film franchise about, the dinosaurs coming on Earth. Usually, don't you know? I'm asking, maybe you don't, maybe I'm assuming that people know what Jurassic Park means, but I feel like it was kind of this big, My Dillberry. Is that Kobe? Because My Dillberry just said Roll Tide. So that must be Kobe. Just meaning that you had the concept of, Michael Crichton is this incredible author. He wrote books. He wrote brilliant books, Andromeda Strain. He wrote all sorts of things. And he wrote Jurassic Park. And he took science and he took incredible writing and he made these stories. And then they made it into a film franchise, Jurassic Park. And they just came out with a new film not that long ago. Good morning, Williams. Hi. Welcome. So here's what I want to ask about you. And I'm going to read this article to finish out this hour. Do you think we're at the place with technology, with the crazy that's been happening since 2020? Could we bring back dinosaurs? Could we? Like, is that an actual real thing that could happen? Yes or no? Jacques says yes. Well, actually, he said yep. He said yeah. You know what it is. Oh, Jacques is saying, yeah, I know what it is. But Jacques, do you think we could bring back dinosaurs? Like, do you think that's what this fossilized egg situation? Oh God, like, do you think this could happen? Do you think, it's even hard to talk about. My Dillberry, Alabama. This is Kobe. That is Kobe. Hi, friend. All right, let's see what Peter says. Peter says, somehow it's sort of a relief, more simple problems. And I'd rather be worried about getting eaten by a T-Rex on my drive to work than not being able to interact with people because of a virus. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that. I listen, I think they're both horrible. You know what I mean? Like viruses are not fun. And I think that's really, well, I see what you're saying. It is like the hard part about a virus, you're right. You can't see it. So that is kind of stinky. At least you can see a T-Rex. That's a good point. At least you can see the T-Rex and run away from it. Mindy says, I think we could. Nathan says, no, we're not going to get dinosaurs. Jacques says, yes, we are. My Dilberry is saying, yes, we are. Doug says, yes. Jacques says, maybe. Listen, Loudon. Hi, Loudon. Hello, hello. All right, let's have the article. Oh, can people hear? Oh, are you playing it? Anna, I didn't even know you were playing something. Okay, go ahead. Tell me if you can hear this. Anna's going to play something. Tell me if you can hear it. Go ahead. No, to the no, no, no. Y'all say yes. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Was there anything to hear? Maybe people are like, there was anything to hear, everybody. You could hear? Peter, you could hear? What was there to hear? I couldn't hear. I can't hear. Oh, I need to put in my headphones. I have headphones. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Yes. Okay, I'm going to read this to y'all. Dinosaur embryo has been found inside a fossilized egg. Here is what that means. Also, I don't know who's telling us what it means, but go ahead. It had music. Okay, got it. That's exciting. Okay. All right. A well-preserved dinosaur embryo has been found inside a fossilized egg. The fossilized dinosaur embryo came from Gansu, Zhenghai province in southern China and was acquired by researchers in 2000. Like that long ago? Researchers in Yinling Group, a company that mines stone, suspected it contained egg fossils. Oh, good. My Dilberry and Jacques can hear it. Nathan said it was R&B. I'm so glad you guys could hear it. Why would we have it since 2000? So they suspected that it contained egg fossils, but put it in storage for 10 years. Yo, this sounds like a Michael Crichton book. Does this not sound like a Michael Crichton book? Holy crazy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, when construction began on Yinling Stone Natural History Museum, boxes of unearthed fossils were sorted through. Quote, museum staff identified them as dinosaur eggs and saw some bones on the broken cross-section of one of the eggs. Lida Xing of China University of Geosciences, Beijing, said in the news release. An embryo was found hidden within, which they named baby Yinling. What? I can't. Why did we have it? Okay, the embryo that is bird-like Evapotorosaurus, part of the theropod group. Are y'all tuning in just to listen to me mispronounce every word on the language? Jacques said, what? Exactly. What the what? Nathan says it's probably from a lab in Wuhan. Very funny. There go all the memes. That's what everybody's going to be saying. The theropod means beast foot. But theropod feet usually resemble those of birds. Birds are descended from one lineage of small theropods. Ari, good morning. Hello. We are all freaking out over a baby embryo. Now I changed my answer to yes. Is that what it looks like? Like, does it look that good? Keep going, Anna. I got to read this article. This is horrifying. If this is what 2022 has for us, let's all just go to sleep. I can't right now. In studying the embryo, researchers found the dinosaur took a distinctive tucking posture before hatching. My Dilberry says, play some more music. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder if we can play music while I read, which have been considered unique to birds. The study is published in the iScience Journal. Researchers say this behavior may have evolved through non-avian theropods. Quote, most known non-avian dinosaur embryos are incomplete with skeletons disarticulated, said Weissenhoff of University of Birmingham, UK. Quote, we were surprised to see this embryo beautifully preserved inside a dinosaur egg, lying in a bird-like posture. This posture had not been recognized in non-avian dinosaurs before. Oh my, okay, so it's not a lot. You guys, what the what? Nathan says, Peter, the COVID actually came from embryos. Jacques says, let's hibernate. Jacques, I'm with you. We need to go find those caves that the government promised us that are filled with government cheese. And we just need to sit there with a big box of Ritz crackers and just sit and eat government cheese until this whole situation is over. Jacques says, no, 2022. No. Can we start a change.org petition and we all sign it and we say no to the dinosaurs coming back? Can we do that? Peter, we do want to play Name That Song. Anna and I have talked about that actually. So we needed to know if we could get the music working, but that's a game we want to play. Okay. Peter, what do you love? Dinosaurs love cheese. No, Jacques said no. Susan, good morning. While fossilized dinosaur eggs have been found during the last 100 years, discovering a well-preserved embryo is very rare, the researchers said in the release. I feel like at this point, we should all just be drinking, Irish coffee. I feel like we should all just be drinking, mimosas. What do we do at this point, everybody? I don't know whether to cry, whether I should write letters to my parents. The embryo's posture was not previously seen in a non-avian dinosaur, which is, quote, especially notable because it's reminiscent of a late-stage modern bird embryo. Let's just say it's a bird. Let's just say it's a bird and it's not a dinosaur. Can we just say that? The researchers will continue to study the rare specimen in even more depth. They will attempt to image its internal anatomy. Some of its body parts are still covered in rocks. Their findings can also be used in more studies of fossil embryos. Listen, this thing needs to go to a lab that has nuclear bombs around it. And all the top people in the country of the world need to figure this out. I am very nervous. Jacques says, yum. Is anybody else as scared as I am? Am I overreacting? Everybody's like, now I want to watch Jurassic Park. Tell me you all want to watch Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Yes, so Anna's saying, let's all agree not to change the calendar to 2022. And we're going to have a Live Every Day book club / movie club. Here's the thing. I don't read. I can read. Obviously, I read to you guys every day. I think that's a great idea because I did lead a book club once, and it was very funny that I led a book club. Like, everybody was very confused. I say if I ever start a book club, it'll be a book / movie club. So you can either read the book or watch the movie, and we'll start with Jurassic Park. I love that idea. That is brilliant, Anna. Welcome to Live Every Day book / movie club. What can we call that? A mook club, a boovie club, a boovie club. I like that. Boovie. That sounds like I would make that up. Or we could write a new Jurassic Park movie. When we all die in 2022, some people will be very confused when discussing. Well, welcome to my boovie club. I kind of like that name, Anna. I feel like we need a graphic. My Dillberry loves Jurassic Park. Diana, good morning. Hello and welcome. So there you go, you guys. We're going into 2022 with dinosaurs. In case you weren't sure what was happening next year, now we know. Okay, we got a pandemic and all the other things, and now dinosaurs. Yay! It's all going to happen. Peter says, so what you're saying is you want to start a movie club? No one will read the book. People will read the book, Peter. Nathan reads books. He loves books. I feel like there's other people here that love books. Channel, maybe I does. My deal Barry, Stacy, Doug, Jacques. By the way, we're going into the second hour, you guys. You got one more hour with me this morning. You're on Backchannel, okay, which means that you found me. Thank you, you guys. I need your help. I really do. The company that started Backchannel is called Volley. Now, if you go to Amazon and you type in Backchannel and put in the word Alexa, you can find them on Amazon, because here's the thing. This is the first programming for Amazon for like talk shows. This is really exciting. This is the only place that you can watch and listen and chat live with people every single day. And so I need your help. I really do. Volley has asked me to really push this. I'm not really a pusher, but I am pushing this. I need your help on reviews. Okay. Especially my friends, Channel, My Dilberry / Kobe, Stacy, Doug, Jacques. I really need you. Peter, Mindy already wrote, but go back and write another one. Julene, Nathan, I need you guys to go and write really great reviews for me, especially. I would really appreciate 5-star. You can go to backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv. There's 2 buttons. One is a chat button. So if you're listening right now, that's where you can go chat. You can click that button and you can type and you can chat right now live with me. The other one is a review button. When you click that review button, that's where you can leave one for me. That would be phenomenal, especially since we're all going to die from dinosaurs. It'd be really great to go down with 5 stars, everybody. Okay, so also, there's a lot going on in Backchannel. We're actually adding some new shows in the new year, so that's exciting. As always, there's shows before me and after me. Today, we go into the second hour. We are now 8 a.m. Central Time on the East Coast. It is 9. Good morning, everybody. I am so glad you're here, and I want you to keep chatting with me. You can be on YouTube. You can be on Facebook on my pages. You can be on Twitter. You can be on the T-Rexa device. Now we're going to definitely call it a T-Rexa device since the dinosaurs are coming. So you can be on that. You can be on the app, your Echo Dot, or your Echo Show. If you're on the Echo Show, you can talk to your device, and the magic word is say. You say Echo, say Liv. We're not going to die from dinosaurs, and you will make me smile. All right, let's get into the second hour. Jacques is saying, I love books. Books are the best. See, Jacques will be in my book club, movie club, my boovie club. I'm going to watch the movies. I'm not going to read. I mean, there is Audible, but I'm not doing that either. That's not something I'm doing. Yes, I am ready, Anna. I am ready to be movie club. Yeah, exactly. That's right, my Dilberry. Anna said, I'm a pusher, Katie. Tina Fey and the Mean Girls. I am. I'm being a pusher. You guys, I need your reviews. I am. Okay, listen. We're going to start out this hour with hilarious tweets about marriage. How funny is this? What? Y'all ready to laugh? Y'all ready to get going on this Wednesday? This is Friday, Junior, right? Is that what it is? Quote. I'm not going to say quote before each one. This is a tweet. All right. Marriage is finding the one person you dislike slightly less than anyone else and deciding to pay bills together. Oh, I've been married a long time. 21 years to Nathan. Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't pay bills. Let's be honest. We all know that I don't do that. That's why I have Nathan. Nathan pays all the bills. Thank God. My husband thinks he can just add random items to my junk drawer. And I'm like, hello, there is an approval process. Does anybody have a junk drawer anymore? Anybody have a junk drawer? That's my kettle warming up. Also, here's what I really want to know from everybody. Everybody who's here, Nathan, Channel, My Dilberry / Kobe, Stacy, Doug, Jacques, Peter, Mindy, Julene, Anna. Who is married? If you're married, I want you to put an M, or you can write the word married. If you're not married, put NM. Oh, we could be a dating site. I don't have a junk drawer. I had a junk drawer in my old house, and we moved to this house, and golly, you guys, I don't have, what is this, 1952? Golly, you guys. Julian's not married. Mindy's married. Kobe's not married. Oh, Kobe. We could set you up, friend. Wouldn't that be fun? Jacques has a junk drawer. I don't. Okay. Mindy has 2 junk drawers. What am I missing in life? I got to ask Nathan. I don't think we have one, but this new house is so different than any other house we've ever lived in. It's a unique custom house. It's a mid-century modern. It's a beautiful house. If anybody follows me on Instagram, DM me and I'll send you pictures of the house. It is really unique. Jacques isn't married. And Doug you have a junk drawer. Doug has a junk drawer. Mindy has one that's very wide, like 8 feet of junk. Jeez. Yeah, we don't have one. I feel like I'm really missing out. Okay, I'll read the next tweet. I don't do escape rooms. If I wanted to feel trapped and confused for an hour, I'd ask my husband to explain how Bitcoin works. I have no idea how Bitcoin works. That is really funny. If I wanted to feel trapped and confused for an hour, I'd ask my husband to explain how Bitcoin works. Oh my God, I love that. That's hysterical. My husband is having craft night with my mother in a few hours. And when I asked if I could come, he paused and then said gently, quote, "We'd really rather you didn't." That would be true of my mother and my husband. They get along really, really well. I've known Nathan since I was 15 and we started dating at 17. And my mom is his confirmation sponsor. Like she's known him since he was 15. That is so funny. My parents definitely pick Nathan over me anytime. Sheila, good morning. Peter says he thinks he's married. He is married. Oh, Peter, he's being silly. He's been married 10 minutes. He's barely married. Paul, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Are you really in Ireland, Paul? Oh my gosh. Top of the morning to you. That was probably the most American thing I could say to you right now. At the reading of my will, my husband, did she say where my keys might be? That's hilarious, except reverse that in my marriage. My husband knows where everything is. I don't. I'm the one that's going to be lost if he ever dies. I have no idea what to do with my life. Another tweet. My marriage vows never said anything about removing a bevy of various sized pillows from the couch before laying down on it. A bevy? It's quite. Ooh, look at that. And we have hot water. My husband just said, I haven't had cantaloupe this good since 1990. And I'm wondering what kind of man has a fruit memory that lasts decades. I gotta say, marriage is my favorite. It's flipping hilarious. Liv, where's JP? Or is he only with you on It's Not That Late? Oh, actually, Julene, yes, JP only, he's the producer for my late night show, or was. He actually left the show in October. So my producer now is Taylor. Taylor's been the producer of my late night show starting in October. For those of you who are new around here, I have a late night show as well. I have 3 shows. This is my morning show, the only live one I have. The late night show, if you want to watch it, it's called It's Not That Late with Liv Harrison, and it comes out tomorrow night. Channel says no. Channel, you're not married. So yeah, Julene, I'm all by myself in the morning. Anna produces the show in Ohio. All right, another tweet. Me following my husband from room to room, telling him everything I just learned about penguins. It's true. That's what marriage is. Marriage is hilarious. It is absolutely sharing information that no one else in the world cares, and you have to tell somebody. My wife's favorite spatula for, 20 years broke this morning. Could I stay with you for just a couple of days? That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Sheila says, good morning, Liv, and good morning, Julene. Yes, I love JP too. His life changed. They had a baby. It was just his life changed. So yeah, Taylor's here now. I know. He's on all the new episodes for the late night show. Another tweet. My husband just shushed me. He will be missed. Oh my God. I have to say, you know what? My husband hasn't shushed me. Everyone else in my life shushes me, but Nathan isn't. Okay. Tweet. Wife and I are drinking outside on the deck, and the neighbors are also outside having a massive argument. So it looks like our night just planned itself. That's funny. That would be a really great night. Could you imagine? You have some nice cocktails, you're sitting outside, you're watching people have drama, as long as it's safe. I kind of like it. That's funny. Those are great, Anna. That's really cute. That's really, really funny. All right. So let's have a discussion. I saw this article and I find this fascinating. I saw this article yesterday about this man, okay, who was bedridden for, I don't know, 20 years, like insane amount of time. Okay. I was bedridden for 3 years. I was able to get out of bed, but I was bedridden for 3 years and it was an awful experience. I talk about it a lot on my platforms and what I do. I'm a professional speaker and on my social media platforms. But this man had a mysterious disease that his mother also had. She died from it and it kept him bedridden. And here's the thing. He invented a surgery to cure himself. Have you guys heard about this? Have you heard about this situation? Here's what I need from you. I don't need you to have read it. Oh, well, we have the article. Bedridden with mysterious disease invents surgery to cure himself. Quote, everybody said it was impossible. A rare disease left Doug Lindsay bedridden for more than a decade. Okay, a decade, 10 years. And when doctors could offer no answers, he became his own researcher, scientist, and surgical pioneer. Here's the conversation. And I say this all the time. You got to be a medical advocate for yourself. I have a crazy, right? This is what. I have a crazy medical history. I've had 13 surgeries. I've lost over 300 pounds. I've been diabetic for 22 years. I have it's crazy the stuff that I've gone through, really and truly. And I talk about it. And I tell people all the time, you've got to advocate for yourself. So like the last surgery I just had was in August. It was a 10.5-hour surgery. And before that, I had a 9-hour surgery in April. So I'm not foreign to major medical things. Right now I have COVID. So, I go to bed right after this show. You've got to advocate for yourself. Here's the conversation I want to have with everybody who's still here. Nathan, Paul, My Dilberry, Stacy, Sheila, Doug, Mindy, Julene, Peter. Guys, Anna, would you be this advocate for yourself? Would you do this? Like, I got to be honest. At what point? Oh, and I don't know if Channel's still here. What point do you say, well, this is just my cross? You know what I mean? Like, this is just, where I'm supposed to be in my life. Like, oh my gosh. Would you have invented? This is just shocking. But now here's what's interesting. He was a biochemist, student when this happened. Okay. But, I was going to can you put it back up, Anna? I was going to kind of get to the conclusion of how, I don't know. I wasn't going to read the whole article. Peter says in 10 years, I could have become a doctor in that time. Maybe he did. Maybe he did become a doctor. But if you were a doctor, would you have joined his group of surgeons that he assembled? That's a good question. Would you? So Kobe's saying yes, absolutely would have advocated for yourself. Sheila's saying I've been my own advocate, so yes. William, good morning. Would you? These are. I don't even know what to discuss. Okay, fine. Would you have invented your own surgery to save yourself, to get out of bed? Do you think you would have invented your own surgery? Jacques says, maybe. I don't know if I would trust myself. That's fair. Williams, good morning again. Mindy says, my sister is like this. She should have had a degree in nutrition by now, advocated for her son, moved across the country to get him off label treatment, and it worked. It's amazing. Wow. That's incredible. So listen to this quote, everybody. Okay. Listen to this. Okay. Through his research, Lindsay eventually discovered an abnormal growth in his adrenal glands was creating an overproduction of energy regulating hormone, adrenaline, in his body. So he spent 2.5 years developing a surgery to remove the growth. Does he get a Nobel Prize for this? Because I feel like he should. Can we give him a National Merit of Honor, maybe the Kennedy Award? Why am I doing this? Because they put on this necklace at the Kennedy Center Awards. This guy deserves something besides life. He spent 2.5 years developing a surgery to remove the growth and another 18 months assembling a team of surgeons to perform the procedure. That's insane. Quote, as crazy as it sounds for a patient to invent his own surgery, it was a logical path because of the research I had done, said Lindsay, who eventually underwent 2 separate surgeries to remove the growth. Since his final surgery in 2012, the once bedridden patient, who still relies on a battery of prescription drugs, has regained his strength and can often be found sharing his amazing story with audiences or going for long walks through his hometown of St. Louis. Anna, can we please try to get this guy on my show? That would be fantastic. What? You guys, so would you, if you were a doctor, I think that's an interesting concept. Anna proposed the question, would you join his team? Would you join his team to work on him? You know what I mean? I would have to say yes. I mean, he was already a biochemistry student, right? And here's the thing. I mean, obviously this is someone who's already science related. He's got an investment into why he needs to be well. He's studied, he's researched. I mean, I guess if you could make the argument, if he could make the argument to the people and give them the stack of research that proves, hey, I've really done my work here. Here's what you know what I mean? Yeah, I think I would. I think I would join his team. You guys, what would you do? Nathan, William, Paul, My Dilberry. Hello. Hi, hello. Sheila, Doug, Mindy, Peter. Would you have joined, Julene, this man's team and been on his battery of doctors? I feel like, yeah. Also, I feel like, I absolutely would. Yeah, 100%. And I feel like you would get to write up in a journal, right? Isn't that kind of part of the whole being a doctor thing, is like you want to write in medical journals and be part of stuff? My Dilberry said yes. Jacques said yes. Julene said yes, for sure. Mindy says, what an amazing will to get healthy. And I think that's what would be so attractive about this whole concept, is this human being who, you know, we talk about this, right? Sheila says yes. Oh, Sheila. Peter says no idea. Sounds pretty experimental. I love Peter. I love that Peter will always be the one that's like, guys, listen, I'm not getting in your hot air balloon. I'm not doing it. The rest of us are like, yes, we're coming. We're going to do it. That's all right. We need somebody like Peter that's going to keep us on the ground. No, but it's just so fascinating, right? And it's just so inspiring that someone isn't a victim. I mean, here's the thing. You can be a victim without having a victim mentality. He was a victim, right, of this human body that we all have, this human condition, and he did something about it. He was part of the solution, where we see so many people, and I'm sure every single one of us have had moments where we're like, nah, this is my life. I'm just going to like live out my life, you know, whatever. And kind of just take the cards that we were given. It is difficult. It is difficult to look at your life and say, I've got to make changes. I'm going to be really honest right now. I'm not doing well health-wise. Well, obviously I have COVID right now, so that's not fun, but it's fine. I'm not severe or anything. It definitely puts a damper on my everyday. I have to go to bed and stay quarantined. Yesterday I felt the worst, but overall, I'm not doing my normal stuff. I'm not taking care of myself. I've worked really hard to get healthy. I've worked really hard for a really long time, and I'm dropping the ball right now. I am. I'm calling myself out. I'm putting myself on the carpet, as they say. And I want to say to this guy, like, I see you. Like, that's tough to not just fold the cards. You know, what is the saying? And say, I'm done. So I want to hear from everybody that's out there, you guys, everybody that's listening, talk to me. I want to hear, what do you do? All right. What do you do in your life when things are not going the way that you want, when you're not doing the things that you should do, whatever realm of your life it is, physically, emotionally, academically, professionally, spiritually, socially, any part, all the parts. What do you do to get back in there? You know what I mean? Like, what works for you to say, all right, you know what? I've been eating junk food. I'm not exercising. I'm really, you know, crapping off at work. That's not even a saying. I just made that up. I've been a jerk to my friends. If you're religious, yeah, I'm not going to church or praying, I'm not taking care of my house. I don't know. What do people do? You know what I mean? Whatever all the things that people have problems with. If you're married, I'm being a jerk to my spouse, or if you're a parent, I'm not really checking in, or, maybe I haven't checked to my parents, or I've been kind of a jerk to my siblings. Maybe none of you have any of these problems, but what do you do to get yourself back? Like, this guy had every reason in the world to say, I'm going to just sit here, eat Doritos all day. You know what I mean? Like, he could have, I'm going to just drink beer all the time, and no one's going to blame me because my life stinks. I can't get out of bed. I'm sick, and no one knows why. You know what I mean? So what do you do? Bobby, good morning. Hello. Jacques says, go to church, refocus. And my Dilberry says, I love going to church. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love that. Can I ask, if you're comfortable, you don't have to answer. What faith do you practice if you're comfortable sharing? Mindy says, accountability, prayer, focus, goal setting, finding a why that's more important than the soothing or coping that's not working. Then track it. So I can hear what you're saying, Mindy. Like, we need to actually write things down, right? Like, I feel like there's a claiming in that. I think that's like this whole, like, why I want to, like, everybody to get onto their thing, what they want to do for 2022, especially if the dinosaurs are coming. I feel like we should print out some pictures before they come and get us. So we can see it, so we can, like, touch it. I think there's something about the tangible. I've shared this. I don't mind the New Year's resolutions. I think that it's all the time. Like, you should you should be organic. You should be changing your life constantly. You should be changing the energy of, like, what you want to do better. It shouldn't just be January. You shouldn't just let go of things in January, but I'm all for it. I like the energy. Sure, let's ride that train. Everybody else is on the train. Get on. It's January, but just keep going, or just change it. Sheila says, I go for a walk and pray a lot. Go for a walk, I think, is smart because you can you change your environment. That's smart. Jacques says meditate. I don't know how to meditate, Jacques. I've never done it. And I don't know what my Dealberry about this. What does that mean? Okay. Peter says, usually have difficult conversation with my spouse. She's the one who helps me get better. She calls me on it. That's kind of what spouses do. That's true. Although my spouse that is not his forte. Nathan thinks everything I do is magical. I have to call myself out and then tell him to yell at me. I do. I'm like, dude, this is where I stink. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate it. I am not in a good space. I'm being really honest. I'm putting myself out there. I am not taking care of myself the way that I should. And I've slipped into habits. Actually, it's not habits. I don't know about you guys, but I have slipped into excuses and rationalization. That's what I've done. And there we go. That's where I'm at. All right. So, you guys, let's play a game. What do you think? Huh? That was a little heavy. That was a little intense. So let's do something fun. Let's change the energy. All right. What the what? Weird trivia. Are we ready for that? And I think we're ready for this. I'm excited. And then I want to get to the news after this. But what weird trivia? I need everybody's help. Nathan, William, Paul, my Dilberry / Kobe, Sheila, Doug, Peter, Mindy, Julene, Nathan, Blake. Good morning. Hi, Blake. Anna. What? Here's some weird trivia for everybody. Are y'all ready? Unicorns. No. Is this true? Unicorns are the national animal of what country? Everybody has to guess. There's no bank. Everybody guess. Everybody's playing. We're all playing the game. Unicorns are the national animal of what country? What is the name of the country in The Princess Diaries? Genovia. I'm going to say Genovia. Manuel, good morning. Hi, Manuel. So glad you're here. Manuel is guessing North Korea. That's not a bad guess. Mindy is guessing Scotland. That makes sense. I want it to be like Bavaria. Is that a country? Hi, Blake. Good morning. Good morning. Any guesses from Nathan, William, Paul, Kobe, my Dilberry, Sheila, Doug, and Blake? Any guesses as to unicorns are the national animal of what country? What country? You get points if you get this right. You get, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. You're going to get 10 points and it matters. Remember, we're starting out next week with the sorting hat. We're all going to be put into houses because we're going to start doing competitions. Doug says Scotland. Sheila says Iceland. That's interesting. Jacques says North America. Blah, blah, blah. Jacques says North Korea. Peter says Antarctica. And Kobe, my Dilberry, says South America. All right, I'm going to really guess. You guys are awesome. I'm going to guess Norway. I don't know why. Although Iceland sounds good. Scotland! Doug got it. Oh, and Julene said Never Never Land. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. Julene almost said Iceland. Oh my gosh. Mindy, I got to know. Hold on. Mindy, Blake, goodbye. Bye, Blake. Hi, Paul. Mindy and Doug, did you guys know this? Were you all like, did you actually know that? Michael, hello. I'm impressed. Lucy, good morning. Hi. All right, go ahead. I'm ready. We're ready for the next weird question. Mindy said we went there a few years ago and unicorns were everywhere. Huh. Doug, did you know? All right, here we go. Approximately, this is weird trivia, everybody. Everybody's playing this game. All right, well, Mindy and Doug, wait, I forgot to write it down. Mindy, Doug, you each have 10 points. What are you getting? We don't know, but this is exciting. Well, Mindy said there were lots of tapestries and sculptures with unicorns, not like free range unicorns. In Scotland, who knew? All right, approximately how many grapes are in one bottle of wine? Hint, think weight. So like how much weight? Like we're talking like pounds, Anna? Are we talking like pounds? How many grapes are in one bottle of wine? Wow. That is so weird. That is so weird, Jacques. How many grapes are in one bottle of wine? Okay, weight. Okay. Julene says 10 pounds. 10 pounds of grapes? Wow. Not like 50 grapes, but like pounds. Pounds? Manuel is saying 200. 200 pounds? Okay. All right. Sheila's saying 350. You guys, that could have been a bottle of wine. That was when I was like, I thought I was skinny at 350. I'm not kidding. My Dilberry says 35 pounds. Wow. All right. I'm going to say 90. I don't know why. 90 pounds, 90 pounds of grapes. Any other guesses? Mindy says 125. Mindy probably knows. I feel like she always gets this stuff. Oh, 200 grapes, not pounds. Manuel says, no. 200 grapes, not pounds. But what if you're right? What if it is 200 pounds? We'll give you the answer. All right, Anna, blow our minds. What the what? My Dilberry says 100. Oh, that was a very high O. Did I hurt everyone's ears just now? Oh, Sheila said 350 grapes, not pounds. Approximately 2.6 pounds. Here's the question, Anna. Can you find out how many grapes equals 2.6 pounds? And we could see if our friends got it right. You know what I mean? 2.6 pounds, man, we were really off. I guess my Dilberry was the closest. No, Julene was the closest. Julene with 10 pounds. You were the closest, my friend. That's interesting. All right, that makes me feel better. I feel better about that. 2.6 pounds. That sounds better. You know what I mean? I want there to be grapes on the planet. We need to eat them. We don't eat these grapes though, right? I don't know. All right. Ancient Romans boiled vinegar and what other ingredient to make an energy drink? Huh. So the Romans invented Red Bull? You guys, have you heard of this? Ancient Romans boiled vinegar and what other ingredient to make an energy drink? Dinar, good morning. Hello. Peter says mercury. Ooh, that sounds right. I mean, that sounds possible. Ooh. Wow. I love that they had an energy drink. It's super gross. Anna says it's super gross. Manuel says salt. Doug says sugar. Vinegar and sugar to make an energy drink. Those are both really good answers. That makes sense, right? Like that would make sense. Anna says super gross. So is this going to be like an eel or something? Is it going to be like a squid? Like some kind of like gross thing? Ew, Julene says snake blood. My deal Barry says sugar. Peter says tripe. Yeah, it's probably like cow feces or something. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be something nuts like that. Gross. I'm already grossed out. Goat poop. I kind of guessed it. Did that count? I feel like that counted. Do we give me the answer? I said cow feces at the end. Does that count? What do we say? Jacques said vinegar and honey. Roman charioteers drank this and they believed it really helped them. Is anybody going to say if I won that round? Nobody's answering. That's fine. Mindy says it counts. Yes, I was the closest. Yay. Although I don't really get the points. Sheila, thank you, Sheila. Julian said yes. Thank you. Let's see what the men folk say. Any of the men folk? Poop is poop. Thank you, Julian. That's right. Whether it's goat poop or cow or horse poop, right? Does it really matter if you're drinking it? Okay. In Florida, is it illegal for unmarried women? It is illegal for unmarried women to do what on Sundays? Oh, thanks, my Dillberry. You're funny. Thank you, friend. I have been told. Gotta hope I'm funny. When you have a face for radio, you better have something. Okay, in Florida, it is illegal for unmarried women to do what on Sundays? I would guess not like skip church. Well, maybe that's it. You can't skip church. That would be illegal. Because Sundays is interesting. Anna says I'm still wrong on the goat poop. That's fine. I'm not giving myself points. In Florida, it is illegal for unmarried women to do what on Sundays? All right, let's really think about this. I'm going to say garden. I'm going to say something really strange like, thank you, Jacques. Jacques says it's counts. Well, I think everybody says it counts except for Anna, but she's the producer. She's the boss. What is illegal? Parachute. Sheila says parachute. Manuel says voting while drunk. Can we vote on Sundays? That's interesting. I would think all of that would be true. Julene says housework. Amen, sister. I think that's for all women. I don't do housework. Who are we kidding? I'm the worst. My poor husband. I tell him all the time, when I die, I hope you get to have a wife as good as I've had. That's my joke. I say it all the time. He's an incredible, all the things. Parachute on Sunday. Jacques says, I don't know. All right. We've got Doug and Sheila both say parachute. Parachute is close. Skydive. Skydive. All right. All you unmarried ladies in Florida. Muhammad, good morning. Hello. You cannot skydive on Sundays. You got to wait. You're going to have to sleep in. Iceland diverted roads to avoid disturbing communities of what creature? Disturbing communities? Jacques said maybe sailings. Iceland diverted roads to avoid disturbing communities of what creature? What the heck lives in Iceland? Seals? What lives in Iceland? I love that we are like basically. Oh, sailing. Jacques says sailing. Yeah. But don't you feel like this is like basically National Geographic, this show? Like we've learned so much about countries. We've learned so much about animals. This is great. You guys, we're all smarter for being here. All of us are smarter for being here, which I love. Iceland diverted roads to avoid disturbing communities of what creature? Any guesses? I don't see any guesses. Sheila says the Yeti. Are Yetis real? No, they're not real. They're not real. No, they're not real. Any other guesses? My Dillberry says Yeti. I do love the Yeti thing at Disney World. Doug says deer. Manuel says fairies. Mindy says puffins. Oh, these are good guesses. I want it to be like a narwhal. Can it be a narwhal? Anna says, think of the Will Ferrell movie Eurovision Fire Saga. Good morning, Christopher. Hello. Sheila is close. Manuel is now the closest. Ooh. Wait, what did she Yeti fairy? So it's not a real thing. But narwhals are real. Jacques says deer. I don't know. Let us know. What is the thing? It's either it's like a fairy Yeti. I did see Eurovision, but I don't remember what was going on in Iceland. That was a funny movie, by the way. But if anybody loves Will Ferrell and Rachel, can't think of her last name. All right, we're ready, Anna. What is it? Rachel McAdams goes to talk to, and who kills the president? Elves. Iceland diverted roads to avoid disturbing communities of what creature? Elves. So they believe it? They really believe that? Wow. To Icelandians, these are real. Did you guys know that? Jacques Kookaburras. Wow. That's fascinating. That's a fact. They actually built their roads so they wouldn't disturb elves in Iceland. I really want to go to Iceland. Has anybody been to Iceland? Have any of y'all been to Iceland? I would love to go. You know what really got me into it was the incredible Netflix documentary starring Zac Efron. Do y'all remember that from last year? What was the name of that show? Anna, what was the name of that show? Sheila, who remembers? Okay. Somebody tell me what the name of it is. The Zac Efron thing. Anna says, I think the fact that 25% of Icelanders believe in elves and fairies. They're really into supernatural, elves especially. Anybody know the Zac Efron? Anyway, he goes to Iceland and it is incredible. But I do want to say this. Down to Earth with Zac Efron. Thank you, Anna. Down to Earth. It is a fantastic, my Dillberry 17 again. No, that's funny. This is a documentary series and it's called Down to Earth. It's with Zac Efron and it is phenomenal. It is so good. And he goes to Iceland and oh my gosh, you get he goes to all these different places and you get so swept up into each place. But I got to say this. Oh, I should share this tomorrow because it's to tell the truth Thursday. All right. I don't care. The chocolate company that he goes to in Iceland, he goes to a chocolate company where they make specialized chocolate. It's awful. I have shipped in the chocolate from this Iceland company more than once. It's awful. I want it to be good. I want it to be amazing. Thank you, Jacques. Yes, Down to Earth. And it's not. It's really bad chocolate. I just wanted to tell everybody that. Okay, that's it. That's all I got to say. All right, you guys, let's move on to a little bit of news. Before we close out, we have just a few minutes left before we close out the show. There have been, I don't know, let's see, Anna, what news story you want me to read? Food recalls have dropped during the pandemic, but no one's really sure why. Although I do want to say, I don't want to read that one. Let's read about the mushrooms. The food recall, there's a big one right now with salads, with pre-made salad kits, Dole pre-made salad kits. And I have a bunch in my fridge right now. But I think it's the ones that start with N or Y. I think those are the two. So there is a big recall on that. But let's read about this as we close out. This is what. These mushroom foragers hit the jackpot. Then they got creative. Have you guys heard about this? One more piece of crazy news before you go on with your Wednesday. All right, this is mushroom season. These guys are longtime mushroom people. This is what they do. They're good friends, Dan and Jordan. They live on California's Lost Coast and Humboldt County, where it's the mostly undeveloped and natural wildlife abounds. Every day they eat something they've foraged, and they forage for everything from mussels off the coast to wild berries in the woods. But this year, the mushrooms were prolific. One day in October, they were foraging and came across a bunch of golden flower-like mushrooms, chanterelles. I don't know how to say that word. Chanterelles. Okay. They're a hot commodity for food lovers. Yes, I was gonna say that's like a delicacy. So one of the guys has been hunting for these mushrooms for 10 years. He's gotten really good at it. He says he can sniff them out. This guy's basically a pig, which that's hilarious. Quote, Jordan doesn't believe me, but every time I've stopped and started smelling the air, I could smell them. We found them shortly after that, he said, and I'm sure I'm actually smelling the mushrooms or a way that the forest smells after a first rain when everything comes alive again after being in the dry season. All right, so this guy sniffs it out and he finds these mushrooms. But what's so great about that? Is it just because, Anna, did they sell it? They do have a distinct smell. Oh, fruity and earthy, buttery apricot earthiness. That's interesting. Okay. These guys look these guys look like John the Baptist. Those of you that good morning, Wendy. Hi. Hello. Okay, so keep going. I want to see what happens. Like why? Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. He learned that the chanterelles tend to grow in the same spots that they have. So over the span of a month, they went back to check on the regular spots along with the new ones. They have now found 200 pounds of this special mushroom. That's crazy. Do you know how light a mushroom is? Holy smokes. That's insane. Okay, so what do? Do they sell them? Did they get money for this thing? Tell me they became millionaires. So they've been giving a lot of them to family and friends and mushroom enthusiasts. The mushrooms are worth quite a bit. Their bounty has a value of $4,000. Could you imagine? You're just out in the woods and you find $4,000 worth of mushrooms. That's crazy. But they've decided not to sell them. There's something about finding something wild in the forest and then turning around and selling it. I just don't feel right about selling something I find in the forest. It's not something I cultivate myself. That's fascinating. All right, so here's the question, everybody. If you were a forager, okay, would you sell what you found? If you found 200 pounds of this very specialized, coveted mushroom in the forest, would you sell it? Would you sell it or would you keep it? What would you do? That's interesting. I'm trying to think about it. I mean, $4,000? Yeah, I would sell it. I would sell it. I really would. I think I would. I think I would go and I would be like, that's fine. I'm going to absolutely sell it. That's something I'm going to do. I feel like you could share the wealth with all the people, especially because, like so many people are like, they're showing you what they do with it. They're drying them out and they're giving them out as gifts. I don't know. Okay. The way I cook chanterelles is, with Chardonnay and butter and a little bit of honey and garlic. And then if you add some pasta or rice, oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Any wild mushrooms you forage, you have to pretty much dry saute them first to get the water out, which takes a rubbery texture, and then you add a bunch of butter. All right, my Dillberry would sell them. Thank you, friend. I would too. I would sell them. Jacques, perhaps I might give it away or keep it. Yeah. I find that really interesting. Well, they're really, really beautiful. Crazy. All right, one more. Depends on how much I found. Well, you found 200 pounds in this story. All right, one more thing. You know what? This is what I really want to end it with. I really want to end with this. We still have some more time. Good, because I want to end with this. The 10 movies that are turning 20 in 2021. This will make you feel old. Okay, you guys. There's 10 movies this year. We're almost done with the year. We're not there yet. We keep wanting to push it out, but that's not what's happening. 10 movies that are turning 20 years old. Can we please go through these before we leave our day? It's fine. I just need to know. I just need to know what's out there. Here's what we learned. Harry Potter. Harry Potter is turning 20. Lord of the Rings is turning 20. Movies to make you feel old. 10 movies turning 20 in 2021. All right, here we go. Here's how we're going into Wednesday. We're all going to feel old. It's going to feel fine. We're going to make it. Are we ready? The Fast and the Furious. The year 2001 gave us the Enron scandal. Wow. Enron was 20 years ago? The debut of Fear Factor. What? Christina Aguilera's Lady Marmalade. But 2001 was also huge movie franchises getting their start. The Fast and the Furious. Yes, The Fast and the Furious. June 22nd, 2001. How many Fast and Furiouses are there now? There's like 9, right? This is the one that started it all, you guys. Monsters, Inc. came out November 2nd, 2001. Mike Wazowski is 20 years old. No one knows that. Wait, Anna, go back. I want to read that a little bit. Pixar changed the animated movies forever in 1995 with Toy Story. In 2001, it made one of the best, Monsters, Inc. What's the other guy's name? There's Mike Wazowski and what is the big furry guy named? Believe it or not, I can't believe they're going to be 20 years old. All right, Legally Blonde. If you think of his name, Anna, let me know. Oh, Sully. Thank you. Sully. Yes, Sully. Legally Blonde, July 13th, 2001. Wow, that's 20 years old. That is crazy, Julian. Yes, thank you, Sully. How in the world? And I mean, Reese Witherspoon looks the same. She looks just as young as she was in Legally Blonde. Ocean's 11, the first of the franchise. Ocean's 11 is 20 years old. That's insane. Wait a second. I can't handle this. Nobody knows this. Okay, hold on. December 7th, 2001. So it just had its 20 year. The movie was funny, clever, effort, cool. George Clooney, Brad Pitt was constantly eating in that film, which is so funny. Nothing like hot people eating. It's so much fun. It's brilliant. 2 decades. And there's a lot of, how many are we at? There's Oceans what? And they have a ladies' Oceans, women's Oceans. It's a great heist flick. Now I want to watch Oceans 11. The banter in that film is crazy, is great. Yeah, Jacques is saying, what? That's crazy. See, what the what? Nobody knows that these things are 20 years old. This is nuts. A Beautiful Mind. Okay. Yes. Monsters, Inc. is really hard to believe that that's 20 years old. Actually, that's what I'm going to ask all of you at the end of this. I want to know, out of this list, which one is the hardest for you to mentally grasp is 20 years old. What do we have? Fast and Furious, Legally Blonde, Monsters, Inc., A Beautiful Mind. I don't know what all of them were. December 21st, 2001. Ocean's 11. So far, I got to say Monsters, Inc. is the hardest for me. Zoolander. Zoolander is 20 years old? September 28th, 2001? Oh my gosh. It was definitely one of the dumbest movies ever, which made it funny. Lots of one-liners in Zoolander. Lots of looks. That means Will Ferrell. Wow. You don't think Will Ferrell of being like, wow, 20 years old. Pearl Harbor was released May 25th, 2001. So Michael Bay, that's a Michael Bay film? Pearl Harbor? Because he's the big director for Transformers. Wow. Yeah, that's funny. So Pearl Harbor had a complicated love story and a long run time. That's true. You guys, Shrek. Shrek is 20 years old. Release date was May 18th, 2001. Do you think of Shrek and Monsters, Inc. coming out the same time? Do you think of them in the same year? Jacques says Monsters, Inc. is the one that is the hardest to wrap his brain around. All right, hold on. Go back. I want to read a little bit about Shrek. So here's what's interesting. I didn't know this. Shrek is the animated film that won the first Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Oh, they finally made a category because remember, Beauty and the Beast won the Academy Award and they didn't know what to do about that. So they made the best animated feature and Shrek won. So it beat Monsters, Inc., I'm guessing. The film has 3 sequels. 1 more is planned and another spinoff is planned. Sequel to the spinoff. The Shrek franchise made billions of dollars and it's a staple. Wow. I would not have guessed 20 years old. Jacques said no way. See? I think it's crazy. Okay, we're ready for the next one. This is shocking. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Well, we knew this one. November 16th, 2001. But that is hard to think that those kids, that they're 20 years older than they were. You probably saw it in the movie theater. The movie's 20 years old. Yeah. Jacques is saying Shrek and Monsters, Inc. I'm with you. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, the very first one, December 19th, 2001. So Fast and Furious, Ocean's 11, Legally Blonde, Shrek, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Monsters, Inc. This is just shocking. Let's see. The first in film series, Fellowship of the Ring, was released in 2001. It became a classic. The film is still watched religiously. Yeah. So is that the last one that they do? Okay, here are other films from 2001. Oh my gosh. Memento, A Knight's Tale. Wait a second. Does everybody remember when A Knight's Tale came out and they had this big controversy about, ooh, there's the bug. Okay. The big controversy about they lied about what critics were saying and they put them on posters and they made up people. They were like, this critic from the New York Times, Ben Wall, says best film ever, like all this stuff. It was a big controversy. Spy Kids is 20 years old. Spy Kids. Nobody knows that. Blow. I'm going to act like I know what that is. No, I do know what that is. Bridget Jones' Diary. That kind of feels like it's 20 years old. Bridget Jones' Diary. The Mummy Returns. Moulin Rouge is 20 years old. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is 20 years old. The Princess Diaries is 20 years old. No, that is not true. The others, Serendipity, I can see that being 20 years old. Training Day, The Other Side of Heaven, Ali, Black Hawk Down. That feels 20 years old. Okay, 2001 marked the film debuts of big stars Tom Hardy in Black Hawk Down. Bradley Cooper. You guys, Bradley Cooper came on the scene as an actor in Wet Hot America Summer 20 years ago. Anne Hathaway. She became an actress to all of us. She was on our radar because of Princess Diaries. And Seth Rogen in Donnie Darko. My son loves Donnie Darko. My Dilberry, I can't believe that. Wow. Okay, before we close, out of all of that information, what was the most shocking thing you just learned that happened 20 years ago in entertainment, either film or actor? I gotta say, Shrek and Monsters, Inc. are tied. Those are tied for me. I cannot believe those are 20 years old, but I can't believe a lot of that is 20 years old. That is, man, Princess Diaries, Sheila, Princess Diaries. That's a tough one. I can't believe that's 20 years old. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now we all are going to drink. Okay, listen. I keep writing your answers. Jacques says, no way, Princess Diaries. I know, I'm with you. Mummy Returns for my Dilberry. Julene says Monsters, Inc. It's true. These are really shocking. My brain is like, now I want to go watch a lot of these. I want to watch the Ocean series again. You guys, thank you so much for coming today to hang out with me on Backchannel. I will see you here tomorrow. I'm here tomorrow for 2 hours again. I know it's your lucky week. So 8 to 10 Eastern. If you stay right here, you guys, Anthony Davis show will be on in an hour from noon to 2 Eastern. And then after him, you've got your pal Hal from 2 to 4 Eastern. Before me is Haley and Allison. They are from 6 to 8 Eastern. So if you want to see them in the morning, you can come and see your girls, Haley and Allison. They're comedians. They live in England. So don't go anywhere. There's more stuff coming on. I need you to go and leave a review for me, please. Go to backchannel.tv, click the button, leave a review, 5 stars, and tell them what you like about Live Every Day. Until then, until I see you tomorrow, you guys, keep doing what you're doing. Don't forget to get out there and live every day. I'll see you in the morning. Bye, y'all.